Alright, so it's been a minute since I probably did one of these kind of videos where I just stood here and just talked about some random subject or whatever. I don't have anything really particular that I want to talk about aside for some more goal-oriented things. So this year we've already hit 1,500 subs on my Call of Duty channel, and over here on this channel we're edging so close to 4K. Now I recently just found a new game that I want to introduce to the channel and make a lot of like content videos, shorts about, and that's Helldivers. Helldivers has been a blast. I have a lot of fun playing it with friends. I have a lot of fun playing it with randoms, even doing some solo stuff by myself, and I've got a new video for that coming up soon. One of my main goals with this channel this year is to kind of break up the content a little bit and have more different things to kind of play. Like, I love Empire War, I've been playing it for probably far too long, but it's time to introduce some new things to the channel and have more fun with newer games. Over on the Call of Duty channel, I actually introduced Power World to the channel because I'm trying to diversify that one just a tiny bit too. I don't want to really have two channels where we've got diversified this. Like, I don't want them all to be the same, basically, where we have too much content going on both channels. But just like how the Call of Duty channel is mostly focused on shooters and FPS games, this channel will still be mostly focused on Empire War and probably science fiction games, to be honest. Hence why I'm introducing Helldivers, because that's a nice little median, a nice little gap. Like, you know, it bridges the two together. It has things I like shooting, but it's also a science fiction game. It kind of reminds me of Halo with all like the pod drops and stuff and the aliens and the robots. Like, I love it, man. I did try to introduce that Star Wars Minecraft like DLC to the channel, and to be honest, that wasn't that good at all. I made one video on it, and I probably will make another one at some point or another, but I will say I was a little disappointed in the quality of that game, their DLC or whatever you want to call it. It was a little mediocre at best. In terms of what's going on in the gaming sphere, I do have a PS5 now, so we are going to be streaming Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I actually took a day off of work to play this game. We're going to be streaming this on the day it drops on the 29th. I don't know what times like it's supposed to drop. It might drop earlier if you set your PlayStation to like New Zealand time or whatever. But since I do have the PS5 now, that also opens up to a larger catalog of games. I need to slow down on how fast I talk. I talk so fast sometimes. Like to a point where I'm running out of breath. So yeah, we've got the PS5 now, so we've got a larger game selection to kind of play around with, although I won't have just $70 to consistently dish out, especially now that I'm paying to have the intros done for some of the Empire War videos. I'm possibly going to have to get a brand new car, which is a little unfortunate. My current one is having issues with the power steering. I still haven't gotten quoted on how much that is going to cost to even fix or replace, if I even get that done at this point. So we shall see where money is at, because I wanted to go to the CDL or Call of Duty League Miami major that's happening near the end of March, but at this point it's Miami. It'll be during spring break. Okay, I keep getting Amber Alerts for Columbus, Ohio. I'm not even remotely close to Columbus, Ohio. I totally lost track of what I was saying, honestly. The major is going to be happening in Miami, Fort Lauderdale specifically, at the Broward County Convention Center. It's Miami during spring break, which is a little hard to really afford financially unless you stack in a house or an Airbnb with like 10 other people. Like, I don't know if it's going to be worth it anymore, man. I really want to go because Miami is a beautiful city. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale specifically, but I enjoyed the one time that I have been down to Florida in Miami. So I want to kind of get a chance to enjoy that again. But, you know, the way finances are kind of looking right now, obviously, like car repairs, then my regular expenses, like I can afford like a normal life. Like I'm genuinely in a great spot, but this is just one of those situations where I think I'm probably just gonna have to forfeit like one trip, because I want to go to COD Champs. That's my biggest goal this year, to go to the Call of Duty World Championship this year. So I want to save for that. I want to save maybe for one more event. I can't just go to like 2 and 3 events and pay for everything, and it's just too much right now. So, I mean, those are kind of some of the plans I have moving forward for traveling. But what else can we talk about? Got my SCUF Reflex a while ago, favorite controller that I've probably ever played with, like seriously. And I did a video on this on my Call of Duty channel, but I did an unboxing for the SCUF Envision Pro, which is a wireless controller with remappable buttons on the side, buttons on the literal front, so you can mute things like Discord audio. All right, my camera's more focused on focusing on my face. You can mute Discord audio, your headset audio, whatever, with these buttons on the front. Now my Team War, we are sponsored by SCUF, so it was really fun doing kind of like a ad-based video. They didn't send this to me, I actually paid for this myself, but it was still pretty fun to kind of step into doing an actual like ad-based video. Speaking of ads, by the way, my sponsors over at Glitch Energy sent me a brand new tub of Maui Punch. So if you ever want to try out Glitch Energy, which is a very healthy energy solution for both gamers and people who like to work out, which I periodically do, even though I've been kind of slack in the last month or so. Check out Glitch Energy. There'll be a link for their website in the description below with my discount code already attached to it. Or you can just use my disco code, which is JTG. Yeah, I'm really proud of kind of where we've gotten right now with the channel, with both of my channels. Really, my TikToks are really doing good for the most part. I've been putting more Power World content and Helldiver content on my TikTok. We're just in a really nice spot right now. I couldn't be happier. It's nice to see all the growth, you know, the effort really starting to like pay off and show. Like, obviously I enjoy doing this stuff because of the fact that I simply enjoy doing it, but it is nice to see it all just paying off. I know a lot of people that don't really take content that serious, that upload content, and obviously, like, everybody's going to go about things differently, but I've had a goal for a while with both of my channels, with everything that I'm doing on both of these channels. You know, I have a system, I study algorithms, I study, you know, what's kind of, I don't want to say trending because I don't want to sound like I'm just copying other people, but I do keep up with, like, what's happening in, like, the gaming sphere, the content sphere, the streaming sphere, kind of, you know. I study a little bit, I use vidIQ, I use all that stuff to kind of figure out what will help my channel consistently get more and more exposure on a regular basis. There's way too much science to YouTube, but you know, I kind of miss the old days where you could just upload a video, you know, give it a thumbnail, some tags, that's it. Like, I guess you technically can do it now, but you have to do it a little bit more methodically. You have to look at the watch times, the retention rate, the click-through rate, all this other extra stuff that just kind of makes it a lot more complicated than it should be. But that's just kind of life right now. Everything is a lot more complicated than it should be, man. And then obviously we've got a lot of new additions to the gaming setup. Obviously the huge monitor. I think I showed that off in a vlog a while ago. I might do an updated like setup tour after I finish cleaning up the office some more. We've got my brand new monitor, the new lighting that's behind me. So, you know, like, this is what you're seeing right now. Like, this is the kind of quality lighting that I've been looking for a long time that a ring light wasn't giving me. So it's nice to have these two panel lights from Newer, just kind of giving me that extra color. And it's so cool that I can just change the temperatures of them at will. Like, this is a little bit more orange. Yeah. And then this one is a little bit more of a cooler. The other one was more warmer. This is a little bit more cooler. I can adjust the brightness just a little too much, actually. I actually turned the brightness up so high that my camera started compensating for it a little bit. That's kind of funny. Speaking of camera, I want to get another camera strictly for vlogging. I don't know what I want to do with this one. Like, I want to maybe potentially get a G7X Mark III or something else in the Canon space, just because, like, this camera is great. It's a phenomenal vlogging camera for 2017. This camera really can't have any external devices or microphones hooked to it, which just makes things a little bit more complicated. Obviously, I can hook external devices to it, you know, external microphones with their own recording system, but then I don't want to do all that. I just want to have one camera with everything slapped into it, all the bells and whistles. It doesn't have to be anything crazy like an A7, like a Sony A7 or anything, but I want something with a nice, just everything is just in there. Everything's just a part of the camera. And if I want to add external devices like extra microphones or anything, there aren't any complications or any weird things that I have to do. Okay, what I do find a little silly though is I did buy this VXR10 microphone from Amazon. I watched a review on my particular camera. There was a guy who said that it was capable of fitting this and using it with the camera. I should have just done my research, honestly. This doesn't work with it. This is why you do your research, people. The only reason I haven't sent the microphone back is because if I get a brand new camera, it'll more than likely be compatible with this microphone. And if not, well, I mean, I'll just have a spare mic just in case. You never know when you'll need it. I guess the life update, I don't know what we're going to call this video or what we're even going to like title it, what genre we're putting it under. It's not really a vlog. It's just kind of me talking. Yeah, honestly, I have nothing else to say. Life's doing pretty good. Expenses are coming up here and there. Just kind of how things go. But I'll take care of it. You know, I'll get it all taken care of. Life has been the best that it's ever been for me personally in a very long time. So it's kind of hard for me to really complain, even about the expenses. It sucks I might have to probably cancel a trip, but you know, it is what it is. I have many more opportunities in life to go on more trips. So yeah. All right. I don't have an outro. So hey, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Peace.